For centuries, the Roman Empire stood as one of the most powerful and influential civilizations in the world. But by 476 CE, this once mighty empire lay in ruins. Plagued by internal strife, economic troubles, and relentless invasions, the Western Roman Empire fell when its last emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed by the Germanic leader Odoacer. This event marked the end of the Western Roman Empire and the beginning of a new chapter in European history. This is the story of the fall of Rome. The Roman Empire began as a small city-state on the Italian peninsula. Over the centuries, through conquest, diplomacy, and sheer military might, Rome grew into a vast empire stretching from the British Isles to North Africa, from Spain to the Middle East. At its height, Rome was the epitome of power and civilization, with a thriving economy, advanced infrastructure, and a political system that brought relative stability to a vast and diverse empire. But beneath the surface of this grandeur, cracks were beginning to form. By the 3rd century CE, the Roman Empire began to experience deep internal problems. Political corruption, civil wars, and the rise of increasingly powerful military generals undermined the authority of the emperors. At the same time, the economy faltered, and heavy taxation placed a growing burden on the people. The empire's economy was in crisis. Rampant inflation and a declining agricultural system weakened the empire from within. To make matters worse, the constant need to fund military campaigns drained Rome's resources, further destabilizing its economy. In 285 CE, Emperor Diocletian made a fateful decision to divide the Roman Empire into two halves: the Western Roman Empire, based in Rome, and the Eastern Roman Empire, with its capital in Byzantium, later known as Constantinople. This division was intended to make governing the massive empire more manageable. While the Eastern Empire thrived due to its wealth and trade connections, the Western Empire continued to decline, struggling to defend its borders and maintain control over its territories. One of the greatest threats to the Western Roman Empire came from outside its borders. Germanic tribes, such as the Visigoths and Vandals, as well as the fearsome Huns, led by Attila, launched a series of invasions that devastated Roman lands. In 410 CE, the unthinkable happened. Rome, the Eternal City, was sacked by the Visigoths under their leader Alaric. This shocking event sent ripples throughout the Roman world, symbolizing the empire's growing vulnerability. With its military overstretched and weakened, the Western Roman Empire could no longer defend its vast borders. Barbarian groups penetrated deeper into Roman territory, carving out their own kingdoms and diminishing Rome's influence. By the mid-5th century, the Western Roman Empire was a shadow of its former self. In 476 CE, a Germanic leader named Odoacer, who had risen to prominence within the Roman military, made a decisive move. At the time, the Roman emperor was a young boy, Romulus Augustulus, who had been placed on the throne as a puppet ruler by his father. But his reign would be short-lived. Odoacer, recognizing the weakness of the empire, marched on Rome. In September of 476 CE, Odoacer deposed Romulus Augustulus, bringing an end to the line of Western Roman emperors. Although the Eastern Roman Empire, or Byzantine Empire, would continue for nearly 1,000 more years, the fall of Romulus Augustulus marked the official end of the Western Roman Empire. After deposing Romulus, Odoacer declared himself the ruler of Italy, but did not claim the title of emperor. Instead, he ruled as a king, signaling a shift away from the Roman imperial tradition and toward a new era of Germanic kingdoms across Western Europe. In the vacuum left by the fall of Rome, new powers emerged. Germanic tribes established kingdoms on former Roman lands, transforming the political and cultural landscape of Europe. The once mighty Western Roman Empire was replaced by a patchwork of smaller, independent states. Although the Western Roman Empire had fallen, its legacy lived on. The Eastern Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive, preserving much of Roman culture, law, and governance. Meanwhile, in the West, the Roman Catholic Church became a dominant force, carrying on the Roman legacy in its own way. Rome's influence remained in the infrastructure it had built, in the laws it had codified, and in the Latin language that would become the foundation for many modern European languages. Even as new kingdoms rose, they looked to Rome as a model of power and civilization. So why did the Roman Empire fall? The answer is complex. The empire's downfall was the result of many factors. Political corruption weakened the government. Economic troubles drained its resources, and constant warfare left its military overstretched. Perhaps most importantly, the empire was simply too large and diverse to manage effectively. As it expanded, its ability to govern and defend its vast territories diminished, leaving it vulnerable to external threats and internal decay. The fall of Rome in 476 CE marked the end of an era, but it also paved the way for new beginnings. The Western Roman Empire had crumbled, but from its ashes, medieval Europe emerged. While the Roman Empire as a political entity was gone, its cultural, legal, and architectural legacy would endure for centuries to come. Rome may have fallen, but its impact on the world remains undeniable. From architecture to government, the legacy of Rome continues to shape the modern world. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories from history. See you next time.